Hi, I'm Eunjae Kim, a member of the Economy, Finance, and Management Club NENM from Cheongshim International Academy. I will be giving you a brief explanation from price discrimination to natural monopolies and monopoly regulations. The first concept is price discrimination. Price discrimination is a pricing strategy where a monopoly or competitive firm seeks to charge each consumer the maximum price he or she is willing to pay. But as it is difficult to know the maximum price for each consumer, it usually appears as companies selling similar or identical goods at different prices to different markets. When the customer's number of substitute choices depends on elasticities and are divided accordingly, and there are no possibilities for the resale of the product, and when the price differences are not based on cost differences and the firm looks to charge a higher price and realize more profits, the price discrimination works the best. One example of price discrimination could be the difference in the cost of movie tickets depending on the time you'll watch the movie. For the same film, you'll pay less for the morning ticket, but will have to pay more for the night or midnight ticket as they are more popular. Another example would be when the airline tickets are cheaper when you book them months before, but are more expensive when they book them an hour before. Graph of price discrimination looks like. Let's take a look at the value in Q1. You can see that in Q1, the marginal cost curve meets the demand slope. This indicates that Q1 is the profit maximizing quantity. And the value here is the profit. And the graph of price discrimination is known for its three distinctive features. The first one is that the demand of the graph equals MR, the marginal revenue. The second one is that the consumer surplus doesn't exist. This is because every consumer has to pay the maximum price they're willing to pay. And lastly, as you can see in the graph, the profit is increasing. The third concept is natural monopoly. When a firm is the only producer of a product in the market, the firm, in this case, is called a natural monopoly. Natural monopolies have an extensive scale of economy and take great cost advantages. They also have the power to give our products at a lower price compared to other firms. What could be the ways to regulate such monopolies? The first method is socially optimal pricing. In this method, the government regulators will force the monopoly to have allocatively efficient pricing. In this method, however, it may force the firm to go out of business or require a large subsidy from taxpayers because it is mostly below the average total cost of production. Another method is fair return pricing. In this type of regulation, the regulators will set the price hoping to let the monopoly break even and earn a normal profit, covering its implicit and explicit costs. Although this price is higher than the socially optimal price, it is lower than the price of an unregulated monopoly. The last method is unregulated monopoly. This is basically what the whole chapter discussed about, which is a maximum price for each customer is willing to pay. These are the terms and formulas that were introduced in this chapter. Monopoly means one firm constituting the market without close substitutes available. Natural monopolies are monopolies that have an extensive scale of economy and can give out products in a lower price. Price discrimination is companies selling similar or same goods at a different price for different customers. These are the formulas used in this chapter. To get a profit maximizing value, the marginal cost curve has to be equal to the marginal revenue. To have a fair return price, the price has to be equal to the average total cost. And lastly, to have a socially optimal price, the price has to be equal to the marginal cost.